In 1995, video game publisher Namco gave us Time Crisis and Tekken 2. Talk about overachieving.
There's been a kidnapping. It's Rachel, the daughter of the president of Cercia.
In those same heady days, they also filed a patent for a system that ran mini-games in the loading screens of other games, which is how you ended up playing Galaxian while waiting for tracks to load in Ridge Racer. Namco's patent also meant that no one else could have proper mini-games in the loading screens of their games, which is among the reasons we've been running in circles and twirling 3D models for 2 decades. Consider how these games tried to keep you entertained during loading times with things that weren't Galaxian.
This party's getting crazy.
Devil May Cry offered a golden opportunity to people who hate loading, that being the chance to beat the shit out of the very word itself. While the loading screen itself was very basic, a black screen with the words now loading in the bottom right, hammering the buttons allowed you to attack the words themselves, riddling them with bullet holes, slashing them with blades, and even making it explode. Yeah! I just hate loading so much, you guys. Stay down, loading!
When it's time for a loading screen, the makers of Bayonetta don't want you just wandering off to make some toast. Not when your combos are rustier than a tin bucket in a monsoon. Oh, I meant punch, punch, kick, kick, pause, kick. So they kept you at it in the loading screens by giving you a cheat sheet of combos and an endless void of black and red to kick, punch, and shoot the stuffing out of. Take that, you dumb void. Yeah. Fingers crossed the final boss is actually an empty void, because I am so ready, you guys.
In historical stabbing simulator Assassin's Creed, the 4 gameplay pillars are free running, an open world, stealth, and running in tiny circles on the loading screen. Yes, like that. In the fiction of Assassin's Creed, this loading screen on your games machine represents the loading screen inside the Animus. And while the Animus is busy loading ancestral memories right off your genetic material, it's got just enough RAM to render an infinite plane of twinkly Animus code that you can run on. Ooh, and jump. Now we're talking Abstergo.
Skyrim had loading screens longer than a greybeard's grey beard, but to try and distract you, developer Bethesda stuck one of the in-game models in a bunch of mist and let you slowly turn it around and zoom it in and out, like you were the wolf figurine expert on the Antiques Roadshow. Whoa, he's coming right at me! Stay back, model! No! No!
The Commonwealth of Fallout 4 is a huge world that takes ages to load, so developer Bethesda lets you play around with some of the game's 3D models while you wait, as in Skyrim. Granted, it's not super exciting, but that's where the power of imagination comes in. We make our own fun. Here, I'm making this synth look like he's reading the on-screen text. Or how about hovering this synth around so it looks like he has levitation powers? Or inventing a theme song for a fictional TV show starring this firefighting robot. Firefighting robot, he's gonna go and fight the fires, and then maybe he'll solve some crimes. He's the best detective robot around, and he puts out fire with water and stuff. He's the best. Da 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 da. We all love the firefighting robot now. Da da. And if you want to talk mind-blowing excitement, you should have seen my reaction the first time I realized you could press a button and turn everything green. Oh, I guess we had a clip.
For years, FIFA has carved off a little piece of its game and put it in its loading screens, letting you hone your skills while in the background your console gets stuff ready for your next match. With all this training in the loading screens, I'm basically a FIFA legend now thanks to practicing all the top football moves. The hefty kick.
Back off the bar.
Head to ball.
And he's used his head there.
The leg lash.
Already been in the referee's book and it's another foul.
Dribble me do. The French 75. the Desilu Playhouse. See? It's all paid off.
Bonkers fighty nonsense engine Tekken is a Namco series and thus benefited from the patent we mentioned at the top of the video. The original Tekken used the game Gallagher to keep you entertained while it loaded. The extra bonus was that beating the minigame with a perfect score unlocked a secret outfit for Kazuya, the so-called Devil Kazuya costume, which actually looked a bit like Kazuya had decided to take up Sonic the Hedgehog cosplay for Comic-Con.
Round 1. Fight.
Tekken 5, on the other hand, let you play 1991 on-rails shooter Starblade for about 8 seconds until the game finished loading, but it's the thought that counts.
This is Team Leader.
Sorry, Team Leader, my game of Tekken is ready. You're going to have to handle this one on your own.
Namco's patent for minigames and loading screens expired in November last year, so the way is clear for a brave new world of minigames within games. Until then, we've got Rocket League's pre-game lobby loading screen to keep us busy, in which you casually boot, or should I say bonnet, a ball around until it's time to play for real. This is the only time I can play Rocket League without yelling. It also gives me time to practice my sweet acrobatic moves. I mean, it usually loads pretty quickly, so not much time, as you can tell.
Those were some of the ways that video games kept us occupied while they did some heavy lifting in the background. Now, while I've got you here, I have a small mini game for you to play. Why not click one of these 2 boxes below and watch the video through? And if you do that, then you win the game. And you especially win bonus points for pressing the like buttons on those videos and also this video. And if you're not subscribed, hey, more bonus points if you click the subscribe button so you can watch more of this stuff more of the time. We have Show of the Week over there, which is our weekly show taking in a game or an exciting theme. And then over here we have sort of featurey things, lists, all sorts of nonsense from the vast history of games of which we know all about them because we're gaming geniuses. Well, I can't speak properly, apparently. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if any of that made any sense to you, and we'll see you next time on Outside Xbox. Don't make me do a football move on you.